Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got the episode of My Hero Academia where Deku goes through the training of Gran Torino. I was very excited to actually watch this episode. Going into it, I wanted to see how they would animate it, and goddamn, the animation is clean. They had the little marks that he obtains when he uses One for All quirk looking absolutely amazing. It's in the thumbnail, guys. If you watch the episode, you know what it is. It looks absolutely insane. Guys, if you enjoyed the episode, by all means, make sure to share some love with this video by giving it a thumbs up, hitting that like rating down below. Subscribe if you already have not, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. But first things first, we got a brand new opening and ending. The opening I like. I personally, in my own opinion, I think it's better than the previous opening that we had. Season 2 opening 1, I think, is lackluster as fuck. It's catchy, but I think Season 2 is better. You know what I mean? I just think Season 2's opening is better. Especially Season 2's ending is amazing. I did like Season 1's, or Season 2 opening 1's ending too. Or Season 2 ending 1's ending. Season 2 ending 1. Ending. Sheesh. Versus Season 2 ending 2's. But, I mean, at the same time, Season 2 ending 2's is a lot stronger than it is Season 2's opening 2's. It's just a lot better. The new ending is basically better than the new openings that I'm trying to say here. It's just, God, fuck, that is a mouthful, dude. It looked really cool. I like it the most because the little animations they do towards the end, yeah, it's completely having nothing to do really with My Hero. They have Bakugo on a fucking dragon. So maybe they paid homage to the fairy tale manga ending soon, since I know My Hero is influenced by a lot of Shonen, Naruto, One Piece, fairy tales. It's influenced, I would say, by a lot, which is why they gave it the whole push when My Hero first came out as the anime. They're like, yo, take our torch. Basically, My Hero being the next big anime. And goddamn, like I said it in my Season 1 reviews, Season 2 is gonna shit all over Season 1 because Season 1, yeah, ReZero kind of took that year, and Yuri on Ice, but My Hero really didn't. They even have Mob Psycho. A lot of things just overshadowed My Hero last year versus this year. So My Hero was beating a lot of things. He beat Attack on Titan this year. Even for a time, it beat Dragon Ball Super, but now the tournament for Super started. So I'm getting off topic here. Point is, though, is that the series is doing really well. I should say the anime series is doing really well. We have a lot of brand new viewers that are loving the series as a whole. A lot of people are getting into My Hero now, and that's just great. It's great. It's great. I like it. But getting back to the point, we have Deku training with Gran Torino. We get All Might's name as well. Toshinori, something like that. But essentially, they go into depth with a lot of things about, I guess you could say, the One for All quirk. They talked about the 7th holder, and they talked about 9 full holders, and that's cool. Now you guys know it is 9, including Deku. The 7th holder is the one that was before All Might, which is also his master, but his master passed away. R.I.P. my nigga. He didn't say why, but you figure it out. And not so much as well as Deku's been stiff. Now I think we've known this for a long time, right? I can't believe I said that with a straight face, dude. What? But Deku really has been seeing the One for All quirk as more along of like a, how should I put this, right? Take the image. I'm gonna take the image of essentially when Neji uses the Byakugan and he sees like the chakra wavelength inside of a body, right? Take it as in like there's one sphere in Deku's gut. That's how he's using it. Rather than spreading it throughout his body, there's one circle spear inside of his chest, and he just takes the power from that spot and puts it in that spot. So example, when he uses it from his feet, it's only in his feet. When he uses it in his hands, it's only in his hands. Why is it that All Might, it does not work that way when he fought Nomu? Because All Might is spreading it throughout his body, coursing through his veins, making it his own, I should say. Deku is not making it own, and that's what Gran Torino is trying to say. Deku is too much of a fanboy of All Might, and he sees it as something that All Might hand down to him, nothing more and nothing less. Whereas the whole motive of it was All Might supposed to hand this quirk down to Deku, since Deku is a rightful holder, and Deku was supposed to make it his own, make it his own power, and go from there, and just beat niggas' ass. But no, unfortunately, Deku thinks that it's All Might, I guess we could say. Deku thinks this quirk is All Might, and the best reference is shackles, you know? The quirk and All Might are holding him back from actually using the quirk and being stronger and actually controlling it. I said a lot of times in this episode there was no repercussions when he used his quirk. Baby steps, my boys, baby steps. Not to mention Deku's genius really coming through this episode. A man is an actual strategist genius. Like I myself am a huge strategist. Hell, I play chess for such a long time. Not to mention I play Mons right now. A pretty strategized Pokemon game. Strategy games, Pokemon. So I love games like that. I do. And I kind of see myself in Deku, or a little bit of Deku in me when I see Deku having these strategies. Because even when I play like FGCs and stuff like that, I'll think of absolutely every option that I can do and find that best option in order to defeat my opponent. The most optimal answer, I could say. The most optimal option as well. A lot of O's there. But Deku kind of thinks that same way. And I think Gran Torino knew this because he mentioned that when he saw all of his VODs that he watched back, the one at the Here Are the Villains, I'm assuming All Might is the one that let him in on that. Not to mention as well as the tournament where he fought like Todoroki and everybody else. I just apologize for that. But essentially, he's using his quirk terribly. The man is getting injured left and right. We already knew this, but he's stiff. And I actually think he's right. It's like take a stick and just like jab the stick in the same spot at somebody, but just go up, down, left, right. That's basically Deku. He's very stiff. He's like a stick, you know? And his whole body isn't coursing and moving. I think the whole motive and the whole point of what I'm trying to say here is that Deku needs to make this quirk his own. And he trained throughout multiple occasions. He tried to get in a Spider-Man grind. Is jumping from left to right, doing wall jumps here, man. I mean, is Melee Fox. I heard doing with these wall jumps. To unfortunately fail every single time, and I think this is why a lot of people also like Deku as a main character, because he's realistic and he's relatable. It's why a lot of people like Deku versus people like Naruto, where not a lot of people could relate to Naruto, but then at the same time a lot of people could relate to Naruto, where a lot of people have grown up in broken homes and had no parents, whereas then a lot of people just go through Deku where they have parents, but it's like they go through hardships and they make these countless mistakes, but they keep trying until they succeed. And I feel like that's why a lot of people like Deku as a main character. He's very motivating, he's very relatable, and he's realistic, where a lot of main characters have like Natsu, for example. He gets his ass beat, all of his friends cry and scream Natsu, put their fairy tale symbol up, and Natsu can kill anybody. Literally anybody. But Deku can't. Deku can't, even when he powered up and put Todoroki to the edge. Even when Deku used a lot of his quirk, it was brutally beating himself up, he still lost. Still lost. Still lost. Even when Deku, same power as All Might, can't use all of it at the same time, like All Might, but same power. Tried to attempt to fight Nomu, somebody that All Might beat. Absolutely blown away. Couldn't do anything. And it's realistic because Deku fails, but he keeps trying, and a lot of people relate to that. It's the biggest reason why a lot of people like Deku. You can see it in this episode, he just kept going. He didn't care. He just kept going. He didn't really care if he lost. He didn't care if he got fucked up. He kept going because he has a motive, a goal, an end goal, and that's what motivates him to get to that. And that's why, again, like I said 50 million times, repeated it 50 million times, Deku's relatable to a lot of people, and if not, he's very motivating. If he's not relatable to you, he's motivating. And then there's the minimal that don't relate to him whatsoever at all. So there's that. But Deku actually finally getting the hang of his quirk. Finally. He's getting the hang of it. It courses through his entire body, but he hardly can move. I think he's going to have to get used to it from now on, though. In these reviews for anime, I try my best not to spoil things that happen in the manga since I'm fully caught up to date. But Deku's going to try and get used to his newfound quirk, I guess you could say. He's untapped potential, where it's coursing throughout his body. And it's funny because a microwave reference is the reason why he actually can use it now. A microwave reference, dude. That's, it's ironic, isn't it? The moment that I saw that microwave scene, I'm like, yo, it's time, my boys. I want to see this. It is time, my boys. God damn it, we did, man. That animation looked cool. I love the marks, especially that they do when he uses the one-for-all quirk. It's very different because you don't really see that in All Might. It's very, initially, selective towards Deku here. Now, Deku's going to have to get used to the whole one-for-all and kind of make it his own. It's Deku one-for-all. It is not All Might one-for-all. And that's why he's been seeing it like that the entire time, as kind of like a power-up he saw it as in, Where, like, he didn't rely on it too much, I would say, but he'd only use it when he's in a pinch. Whereas he should use it 24/7 because he's fucking going to be the hero of peace and justice. So he's got to start using that shit 24/7. And since he isn't like basically dying, injured like All Might, he can use this at free will, you know? So we're gonna have to see where this episode goes, guys. I'm very excited for next week, guys. I'm very excited, I'm not gonna lie. It was good to have a Saturday this week for My Hero. Really good. I'm gonna have some Boruto spoilers, or not, make a video basically about Boruto spoilers tomorrow, guys, Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Some DB Super spoilers as well. I want to actually start making content on those spoiler videos because I want to put my 2 cents into it. I read them but don't make content about it. But I want to put my 2 cents into it essentially, and I guess interact with the people that also don't really give a shit. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am AkumaNexus, and with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys later.